before I get into my TBR for this month, I wanted to quickly let you guys know that my dog died yesterday. I was in the middle of filming this video yesterday when I noticed my dog was having a seizure. So I stopped what I was doing and I quickly went over to her. I didn't think too much of it since she often has these episodes. She soiled herself, so I was cleaning it up, and while I was doing that, she was breathing really heavily until she wasn't. I searched for her heartbeat, but to no avail, and she just slipped away, just like that. It broke my heart to have her leave me. She was a pretty old dog and lived a long time, and I knew her time was drawing to a close, but never had I expected it to come so soon. So I spent all day yesterday crying on and off, listening to sad music. I wonder what my other dogs think happened to her. They seem oblivious, but maybe they're processing their grief in their own way. Whenever I feel sad, I have to be doing something to keep me busy, to keep me from falling apart. So I took all my books off my shelves and moved my bookshelves into my room and put all my books back onto these shelves in a way that's more pleasant to the eye. I like filming in here because of the natural lighting, and I have more privacy than in the open landing area where my bookshelves were originally, as I have roommates who can be pretty loud. I decided to have them facing towards each other for it can be a bit more different. I ultimately liked the way it turned out. I had planned this whole month out in terms of my reading schedule and the videos that I will be filming. I was super motivated, and now I just feel like I should be warning my dog. And to do that properly, is it really okay to be on here and pretend like everything is alright when it clearly isn't? I'm going to try my best to be engaged with you guys as much as possible these coming weeks. If I seem a bit off or anything like that, it's because my beautiful little chihuahua left me. Okay, so now I am going to try to tell you the books that I will be reading in July. The first book that I am going to be reading is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Don't know too much about this book, only that it involves a murder at an Ivy League school. This book came out last year, but I'm barely going to read it now. I've loved Bardugo's work in the past, so I'm going to give this one a try, and I'm sure I'll love it because it's adult fantasy. We shall see. Then I am going to be reading Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. This is a thriller about a woman who returns to her childhood home. I don't know if you could really call it that since her family only stood there for like 3 weeks. So anyways, she's all grown up and she returns to the supposed haunted house to refurbish it. Her father had wrote his own account of the hauntings and titled his work House of Horrors. So this book is basically her figuring out if the place really is haunted or not. I got both of these books from Book of the Month. I bought them mainly because of the authors. I didn't look at the premise when purchasing. Totally impulse buys. Having read the summary for Home Before Dark, I'm kind of surprised that it sounds exactly like the show The Haunting of Hill House. Correct me if I'm wrong, but hopefully this isn't a ripoff of that. Next, I picked up this book, Ghost Talkers by Robinette Kowal. This is a paranormal historical fiction during the First World War. When a soldier dies on the battlefield, their ghosts are supposed to give reports so they can know more about enemy movements. That sounds so freaking cool. Can't wait to get to this one. Next, I am going to be reading The Slow Regard of Silent Things by Patrick Rothfuss. When I saw that this was a thing, that this book was written, I was like, what? I have to read that. So I immediately ordered a copy. This is a novella to the King Killer Chronicle. This book is solely about one of the side characters from his other books, and I just cannot wait to get to this one. And finally, I'm going to be reading The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. This is the first book in the Wheel of Time series. I bought this book and it should be here any day now, but I couldn't wait and I needed to film this video today. I was a little bit hesitant to read this one. Not only is it a long book, but there's so many books to get to in this series. I believe there's like, what, 14 books? You gotta start somewhere, right? I have no idea what this book is about, but I heard good things about it. I'm basically gonna go into this book blind. Well, this is this month's selection. Let me know down in the comments what you'll be reading this month, as I would love to know. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye!